Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode we're going to take a look at the new Armstrong Foils Performance X-Mast. It's one of 3 in a new lineup featuring the carbon mast, a performance mast and the new Performance X. Now over the last year I've ridden about 10,000 kilometers over various genres, mostly downwind, parawing, prone foiling, wing foiling and some toe foiling. In that time I've almost used exclusively the 795mm Performance mast. When I first received the Performance X a few days ago, the conditions were super flat here, but there was some wind, so I decided to get out and test the new mast. Now I'm not going to cover any technical details about the makeup, the layup and all the specs for the mast. Armie does a great job of that and the link to those is below. I'm just going to share my experiences having done so much riding on the Performance mast and hopping straight onto the Performance X in some challenging conditions. It revealed a lot to me about what this mast has to offer, and you might find that helpful. Now when I received the mast, of course, you can imagine my excitement, and I rushed straight out to the spot. We had 15 knots of wind blowing, but dead flat, no swell whatsoever. So I para-winged out with my downwind setup to find a bump that I could paddle up on. In my run, there's a good section at the beginning, and I knew that if it was difficult to get started, I'd be flogged for the second and third thirds of the run. And that happened to be the case. So I got up on foil and spent the first good section, micro bumps, adjusting and feeling what was going on with the foil. When I got into the challenging sections, which was almost flat, that's where the Performance X revealed itself to me. Now, because it has a thinner cord and it's a thinner mast and made up with the M55 super high modulus carbon mixed in with the Mead and the high mod, what Armie's come up with is a great combination for performance, not stiffness, which has been an industry ideal for a long time now. What this provides is super slippery, super efficient mast moving through the water. Now remember, your foils create lift, so the mast is just like a rudder but also creating a lot of drag. It's a large piece of equipment in the water. So what I found is in the challenging conditions where it's flat, if I stuck to ideals like riding high on the mast, I could actually perceive a palpable improvement in efficiency, which resulted in me being able to extract a run out of nearly flat conditions. Let's check out some of the action and what I had to say about it. It's pretty funny. Yeah, the conditions are not giving me many options today. Pretty flat and I've had to do a bit of work. Just looking for bumps to present. Slow moving and not much energy. Definitely the rail to rail feels better, which means I can definitely try and weave a few turns to get some lift. Try and save some energy rather than pumping. Just try and weave. Keep the mast high. Just milk that efficiency. Except when it's small like this, you can be testing on fitness and equipment. So a great day for testing the efficiency of the Performance X-Mast, and it's really revealing to me because I would have been cooked by now and done. So as you can see, I really enjoyed how slippery and efficient the mast was. Any energy that I wanted to input into the foil for the benefit of my run and just trying to stay up in such poor conditions, I was able to easily translate that either into weaving turns for lift or for pumping. The mast was able to really present to me that it could do so. If it was a super pumping day and super fast, maybe I would just feel a bit of extra speed and maybe some twitchiness. But it's in those super light conditions, almost flat, that I was able to learn about what the Performance X had to offer. I really enjoyed how slippery it felt. I really enjoyed the roll side to side between turns. Now, let's say I'm trying to extend my run and do something even longer or bigger. It gives me the forecast to be able to plan bigger runs, knowing that the energy or fitness that I've developed so far, I can now extend into larger or bigger runs, and I look forward to doing that. Hey, if you have any questions regarding the Performance X, just fire them below. I'm always happy to respond and yeah, discuss interesting things like mast length. I think that's a new thing for 2026, people choosing anatomically correct masts. But anyway, that's another video for another time. Thanks for joining in. I'll catch you next time. Have fun out there.